light of happiness, light of joy. And that is the only light that is there everywhere. And this consciousness or this light on its own produced another dimension called the prana, the cosmic potentiality. So the cosmic light and the cosmic potent. The potent means the energy that has the power to create, maintain and to destroy. So the prana is the cosmic potent. And the prana is the first unit of life. Please understand this. The prana is the first unit of life. And this first unit of life called prana started manifesting, started expanding and creating the universe, creating everything. So whatever creation we are seeing, whether it is a microscopic activity or the macroscopic activity, all activities are supported, sustained, nurtured, protected by the prana. So it means it is the prana that is working everywhere. We, the human beings, we are swimming in the ocean of prana. Like how a fish swims in the water, and inside the water, fish does all the activities. If you take out the fish from the water, then the fish has no existence. So the existence of fish is there because it is inside the water. So the water is the sustaining energy of this fish. So the fish has to depend upon the water in order to live a life. Whether it is a good life, bad life, life full of crisis, whatever, it is sustained by the water only. This is beauty. Understand the beauty of it. Whatever life, let's say it's a desperate life or excited life, any life, it is sustained by the water only. The water is not going to discriminate. Water is not going to tell the fish, you do this, you do this, you do this. No. Water says, I am here to sustain all your activities. Whatever activity you do, I am here to sustain. In the same way, we are in the sea of prana. We are in the sea of prana, and then every activity is sustained, supported by the prana. Once the prana moves out of the body, once the prana says, no, I am fed up with you, I don't want to come. When the prana says, I can't come and I am not going to come, what happens to the human being? He may be a very powerful person. He may be having all types of powers. But when the prana moves out of the body, he has no existence. He has no existence. So the pranapasana means understanding the significance of prana in me. That is very, very important. I am moving, I am talking, I am running around, I am thinking, I am fighting, I am arguing, I am going through depression, frustration, hurt, misery, pleasure, agony. All are sustained by what? Prana only. Are you all together? Don't become serious. Sadhu Vaswan is smiling. Don't become serious. Life is not worth to be serious. Life is a beautiful playground, and we are all children who have come here to play. But we have lost the joy of playing. And we are continuously under tension. I don't know why we are tense, but we are always under tension. So the very tension is killing the life. Very tension is killing the life. Anyway, I don't get into that. So the prana that is sustaining me completely. I am talking because of the prana. If the prana is not there, even though I can talk, I can't talk. So please understand, behind every activity, what is there, what is there, what is there, what is there. Come down to that level. Then you realize, behind every action of yours, behind your existence, it is the prana that is supporting you. Now, the next thing, if prana is supporting, how the prana is interacting with us? Prana is interacting in many ways. Here, our main concern is the prana is entering through both the nostrils and traveling inside the body and working through the body. So these two are the gates for the prana to enter. So these two are the gates or the doors for the prana to enter. So the prana is the Lord of life. Lord of life. So the Lord of life enters through both the nostrils and then travel inside. Here inside, we have wonderful structure. We have to understand a little bit here. Then I will take you through some practices. Left nostril, right nostril.